Good morning everybody and welcome back again to Touhou LostWord. So today we have Minoriko at the front cover. So last time we are finishing chapter 3 act 2. I'm still not really sure how many acts we have in chapter 3, but whenever I search in Google or whatever it is, it always stops in Act 3. There is no someone doing the Act 4 or Act 5. So I'm not really sure if this is the last act that we got for now. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the story for now. So last time Marissa got caught. Yeah, that's basically it. So but in exchange, we have Sunny Milk around us. So Sunny Milk is gonna be in our team. What's this? Hoof hoof. How about it, Youmu? I think you got a pretty good taste of how determined I am. This is same as last time. I most certainly did. Your resolve is unyielding. Now then, I'm sorry. Yeah, it says flashback. Wait, what? Why Sunny Milk is down? What? Last time Marissa was down. What? What? Your determination, Miss Marissa, is strong beyond a doubt. You never once gave up. It is most becoming of the winner of this match. Excuse me. What? What happened to Sunny Milk? What's going on? Wait, what? Marissa can speak? Marissa, you finally came to. Are you okay? Didn't Youmu cut me down? Calm down. Marissa, take a good look at yourself. What? There's no wound. You got hit by Yomu's chi when she swung her sword. That type of energy would knock anyone out at close range. Hold on. If she didn't cut me down, then... Yes, that's right. She cut Sunny Milk instead, as well as Luna Child and Star Sapphire right after. Okay. Still... She's still obeying the rules. What a stupid guy. What a stupid girl. I apologize, Miss Sunny Milk, but you should have been prepared for this. Or has your heart wavered after seeing that false light? What? No, it's just as you say. This is our loss. We are the one who must be cut. This is messed up. I applaud your attitude. Your determination, Miss Marissa, is strong beyond a doubt. You never once gave up. It is most becoming of the winner of this match. Oh, alright. Yeah, Youmu just did what she said she was going to do. That's all. But still, what should I have done? Marissa, I like both wisdom and power. I know that dwelling on it won't change anything, but I feel so pathetic. And while I'm stuck thinking about how pathetic I am, the situation changes each and every hour. What? Why is she shaking like that? What the heck should I have done? Oh, Marissa. I always thought you could keep your cool even at a time like this. No, I guess it's more than understandable. But I think I've got good news for you. Good news? What is it? Youmu said she wanted to speak with us. She's in the sitting room. Alright. What kind of good news that is? Oh, everyone is here. Lovely. lovely time in not so lovely time, to be honest. I don't know how they can be really calm at a situation like so terrible like this. I don't see Yuko anywhere. Is there a reason for that? There is. I can't have Lady Yuyuko hear any of what I'm about to tell you. It would only make her worry, and that's in the best case scenario. I'm certainly that nothing good will come from it. Fair enough, I guess we'll understand when we hear you out. So that's why you called us so early. When Yuko and the fairies are still asleep. Good thing that Marissa woke up. Whatever, let's get to the point. You're going to tell us everything you know, right? We know that you're hiding something, and we're having a hard time piecing together the information we do have. You'll regret it if you lie to us. We're literally putting our lives on the line here. I will apologize for everything once I'm finished talking. Now, I shall take an oath. I swear that all I'm about to tell is the truth, as I see it. Just in case, can you vouch for it? Vouch? I can't. Did you hear that? Yomu's always been like that. It doesn't mean she won't lie and try to fool us. She just isn't the type to come up with complicated schemes unless someone first plants the idea in her mind. Maybe you're right. Anyway, let's begin. Of course, but first thing first. Please, take a look at this. Seal crystal. That's a dazzle. Wow, it's really a dazzle, Lady Ran. Well, a dazzle is a rare item. But why did you bring one here? Dazzle? Is it called dazzle in this world? Does it have something to do with what's happening? They call it a dazzle. It's actually cute. Not really. In our world, we call them seal crystals. They are pretty tricky items to deal with. Well, the official name of this thing is seal crystal. Rinosuke told us already, right? This dazzle is special because I brought it here from the world I call home. Wait a minute. Wait a second. You're not from this world. I am not. That much is certain. And this dazzle records everything that happens around me as long as I carry it with me. I must have thought that with it, it'd be able to handle the LostWord. At least, I assume that's why I brought it with me. I can't help but notice that you speak vaguely. You had expressions like that much, or I assume. That's correct. It's because this is the oldest memory I can recall. What do you mean? I brought this dazzle with me as a recording tool. When I came to this world, that is the earliest thing I remember. I don't have any memories from before. So you came from a parallel world. I guess you're just like us then. Not necessarily, although there certainly are similarities. I also don't remember how I traveled from one world to another. Does that mean you didn't choose to come here? I don't know. I wish I could remember. You choose to come here, like you try to become a hero or something like that. I think that's my first guess. She lost her memory and woke up in another world. Yes, it may just be a coincidence, but this is similar to what happened to you, Rabbit. We need to know more details. So, when did you come here to this world, Youmu? Well, I can't really say. Hey, don't give me that now. Spit it out. 5,000 years ago. It's not that I don't want to, but because I came here before the calendar was in... What? Before the flicking calendar. I found myself here in the age of gods. What? You've been here for eternity. What? Oh my god. Imagine how stressful it is doing this for millennials. It's maybe even more than millennials. The age of gods? Let me think about it. The age of gods? What? Wait, where am I? Yukari was there, right? She's older than the god itself. The Saigyo Ayakashi. Right. I took this recording dazzle and came to another world, but why? So the lost word is gonna be the reason why she came here. For millennials, my god. I can't remember anything, only I know that my name is Youmu Kompaku. Alright, what else? My mission, my wish, my prayer. Are these really my memories? Why does this feel so unfamiliar? I have to find out where and at what point in time is this. I can't tell just by seeing the Saigyo Ayakashi alone. It isn't here. Hakugyokuro isn't here. Wow. Not even Hakugyokuro exists. And that's not all. There's no netherworld, no hell, no Gensokyo, nothing. Only primal nature. The age of the gods? That's what it's called in the memories that do not belong to me. Even if all that's true, something's off. The Saigyo Ayakashi. No. This is the ancient cherry blossom before it became a yokai. Has it been there for that long? This is interesting. I wonder how much time has passed. Half human, half phantoms are mortal. I may live longer than human, but I'm not undying. Exactly. But I did live through the age of gods. Then people were born, and ancient times began. Clans were formed, and the country came into being. The capital moved, and it grew, and even after all that time, I remained unchanged. I blended in with people and lived a nomad life, day by day, month by month, year by year. Eventually, the Saigyoji clan, a clan of warriors, recognized my otherworldly skill with swords and offered me a position as their fencing instructor. For some reason, the Kompaku clan doesn't exist here. Not that half humans, half phantoms, humans, or any other race. But I know it existed in my world. I remember this as it is related to my name. In this world, I am the only one with the name Kompaku. My grandfather and his predecessor are not here. She still notices she has grandfather, right? So I live my life as an unaging swordman. That's so creepy to think about. And then the day finally arrived. Lady Yuyuko was born. Wow. A fair lady of a sweet disposition. A princess who loved flowers, their scent and music. And above all, after her father and great poet gave away his life under the cherry tree, she became a wonderful mistress. Lady Yuyuko was strong, kind, and beautiful. Then, as if following in her father's footsteps, she passed away under the cherry blossom tree, so that people who adored the great poet stopped following him to the grave, so that such tragic incidents do not repeat. What does that even mean? I still don't understand. So that those who were left could live a normal life. For the sake of all that, Lady Yuyuko took her own life beneath the blossoms. The poet's daughter, which means Yuyuko, a living Yuyuko. Flowers adorn the mountains as far as the eye can see. This is so beautiful. Let us enjoy them together, even though I do not know who you are. The moment Lady Yuyuko became a ghost, she lost all memory of her earthly life. Later, her qualities were recognized by the Yama of Hell, and Lady Yuyuko became a manager of the Netherworld. Her mansion turned into Hakugyokuro and was moved here. I became a sword instructor once again. The sages gathered next, Shikigami of the Gap Yokai, the sage of the clear spirit, Ranyakumo. Shikigami of the Gap Yokai, the assistant of the sage of the clear spirit, Chen. Yokai of the death, foretelling star of 3 omens. 3? Well, let's say just 3, or ill omen, maybe. I think ill omen, yeah. The sage of the secret essence, Aya Shememaru. Aya that important, really? Yokai of the abyss of death and rebirth, the sage of the brilliant light, Nitori Kaoshiro. So those are basically the roles in the world. Then the netherworld was separated from the mortal world with a barrier, and a border with Gensokyo was established. This is the origin of the present day Gensokyo. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's freaking moving. That's freaking me out, actually. I got a DDLC flashback right there. Is something wrong? This is different from the history I know. Well, I'm not sure if we can trust these lazy bones when it comes to history, but jokes aside, I agree, something's off. Huh? But I'm the Hakure Shrine Maiden. Managing the history of Gensokyo is pretty much my job. What? Our Shrine Maiden must be out of her mind. At any rate, this is a bit different from what I read in books or heard from Kane and AQ. Much different, actually. What did the past and history looks like in the last world you visited? The world of the Scarlet Devil Tower? Yeah, now that you mention it, the history there differed from ours since around the time of Remilia's Scarlet Mist incident. Plus, it was about 1,000 years in the future when we arrived. Yeah. And Marissa was living for 1,000 years without any freaking goals. Miss Patchouli said it was important to know what happened before and afterwards goes missing. Yeah, good remembrance, Rabbit. Alright, she spoke about the why and how, like it was some kind of crime in a mystery novel. Yeah, she was such a know-it-all. So the genius in chapter 2 is Patchouli, and the genius in chapter 1 will be Yukari. Not really sure who's gonna be the genius in this chapter. In that case, it's important to listen to those who know the past of the world we're currently in. I more or less get that logic. I mean, not really. Didn't you hear that last bit where the most important element is? Even I understand what you mean, but for now, it would be best to simply watch the record to the end. Right, okay, I'll save it until later. Right, continue the story, Youmu. Ew. Time passed as I lived in Hakugyokuro with Lady Yuyuko, who is now a ghost. But our days of peace were numbered. Youmu, is there something buried under that cherry blossom tree? Yeah. It's you, Yuyuko. It shook me to the core. The tree was a greater yokai that fed off the death of the poet and kept absorbing human lives, the Saigyo Ayakashi. Lady Yuyuko sealed its power by leaving her mortal remains under the giant cherry blossom tree. The seal prevented the Saigyo Ayakashi from blooming. Even in spring, it couldn't achieve its long-cherished desire. So that's how deadly Saigyo Ayakashi is. Holy crap. Okay. Which was to entrap the people with its beauty. Thanks to this, its power remained sealed. I knew that. But that was exactly why. Only Lady Yuyuko's heart and no one else's longed for the Saigyo Ayakashi. I was horrified to discover this truth. I struggled that she immediately abandoned her plans. I was aware that the tree was calling her, and I knew the outcome. However, this isn't enough. It needs more spring. Why? Lady Yuyuko's intention didn't change. For some reason, spring kept gathering there despite my efforts. Eventually, this ominous feeling, is this the world beyond? Tell me, Dark Samurai. Reimu? Oh, my name is well known even here. Good. Let's save some time. It's not bad being a Hakure Shrine Maiden. But it's dangerous if humans can just enter this place so easily. The barrier was easily broken. I thought you'd say some remark about how I'm like a kid who climbs a tower with a don't climb sign on it. Aren't you a servant here? Your master is causing an incident up there behind you, right? Oh, this is PCB? PCB story? Reimu, come with me. Can you please stop Lady Yuyuko? If she's the culprit, then yes. That's why I came here after all. I'm fine as long as the incident is resolved. But is this all right with you? I've been prepared for this since the beginning. Have you? Good. I'm going then. Looks like there's no time to waste. Is this the case where Reimu failed? Marissa, come with me. I was half planning on making that yokai tree bloom, but this seems pretty interesting too, so I'll hear you out. But is this really okay with you? We haven't even had a battle of bullets. Oh well, you look troubled, so I guess it doesn't matter. I don't want to miss out on the fun either, so lead the way. Marissa down, and Sakuya also down. The three playable characters from PCB. Sakuya, come with me. I came here to take back our spring. But you show up on your own, acting all apologetic. I expected something more. Anyway, I've traveled all this way through the cold, so I'm glad we can settle this quickly. But judging from your appearance, you're a servant here, aren't you? Do you really want to betray your master? Stopping Lady Yuyuko is what's best for her. You mean you're doing this out of loyalty, right? Alright, it's worth giving a try. Even if this is a trap, I hope you'll make me appreciate that the dead too. In fact, tell tales. Now hurry, take me to your mistress. Oh, why? So why are they losing? Please come with me, all of you. Wait, 3 of them are here? And here I was wondering what kind of monster would come out of such a mansion. What a letdown. Being able to proceed without having a battle first is nice, but this is the first time I've seen someone like you. It's weird, you don't want to fight at all? I would win, even if we duelled, but passing without a battle is odd. Youmu meets them multiple times, alright. Never mind me. We have to reach Lady Yuyuko before it's too late. Oh, I know it's pathetic, but I can't stop her on my own. Alright, fine. No need to get so worked up. Just tell us what's happening on the way. Then I don't know, maybe we can do something. Our chances of winning with the four of us are better than fighting alone. If it's as serious as you say, we will help you. All of them dead. Nah. How? Who they are fighting? They're fighting Yuyuko? They can't beat Yuyuko? Unbelievable. Soon, Youmu. Soon, the Saigyo Ayakashi will reach full bloom. Ah, it's so beautiful. Lady Yuyuko has been a ghost for a long time. When her body is released from the seal, she will come back to life. And all the time that has passed will catch up to her at once. She will decay in a matter of seconds. Damn. She'll disappear as both a human and a ghost. Along with this very moment, like petals taken by the wind. Youmu Kompaku. Question mark, people. Cut through time. I heard a voice in my head. Someone's voice. The memories that do not belong to me. Who are you? Cut through time. I know you remember now. You remember how? I do. But how many more times must I do this? No, there's no time for that. This is the only way. Cutting through time is the same as cutting everything but myself. Wow, there's a trick to this kind of cutting, but it's there in someone's memory inside my head. I can remember it vividly, unnaturally so. If time is cut properly, it proceeds to try and restore itself, according to certain rules. This means I can return myself to the past, but how far back I can go is limited. The memory allows me this much. I can go back to a point in time I choose, but I doubt I can bring anyone else. This may seem inconvenient, but it definitely isn't. Although this ability is of an unknown origins, it's all I have. Don't hesitate. Focus. Ah! My god. This is incredibly sad. So Youmu doing this just like doing a time loops for millennia probably. That's so far that I understand. Can you just tell Yuyuko what happens when the tree blooms? Hehe. What are you talking about, Youmu? How can my body be there? What an awful joke. Oh, freaking Yuyuko. You said you read about the story of the dead body in an old book. Why don't you just get rid of it? Look, Youmu. The phantoms found this old book for me. It says that under that cherry blossoms tree, there's actually what? Try to convince her. If you talk to her seriously, she'll surely listen. I'm sorry, Youmu. I was so curious, I couldn't help myself. Oh, what a freaking dickhead, Yuyuko. She causing all of this. Can't you do something about the dead body under the tree before any of this happened? You should check. There's nothing, but Lady Yuyuko's body should be buried right here. We're not gonna find the perfect solution. Just cut her off from any source of information, no matter what. Youmu, I can't see any phantoms. Where did they go? I made them go away. I had to do it. What? But why? To protect you, Lady Yuyuko. Oh. Will Yuyuko just slap Youmu? Youmu, it is not that I don't understand that you did this for my sake. I cannot blame you, but now I'm a ghost who has abandoned her duty. The Yama will not forgive me. What do you mean? Honestly, I find this hard to believe, but if I were to judge whether such a complicated occurrence was possible or not, I'd say it is. A world in stagnation, detached from logic, is like time-space change into vengeful spirit. In that case, no. The fact that I alone understand does not mean anything. I'm not the only one in the ministry of right and wrong. I could act if this was only affecting Gensokyo. Oh no. But it concerns the Netherworld and Hell too. The manager of the Netherworld's punishment will be severe. But I don't really understand that Eiki part, to be honest. Why? Why she refused to help something like this? Not sure. Your story is so over the top, it seems unlikely. I cannot believe it just because you ask me. But all I want is to get our spring back. I can't promise you anything else right now. Yeah, we'll think about it once we stop your mistress. I'm telling you that you can't win against Lady Yuyuko, no matter what you try. What are you talking about? It's a battle of bullets, no big deals. How they are unable to beat Yuyuko? And why Yuyuko is so freaking stupid? I have to cut through time. I begin to from the structure. Oh my god, Youmu, again and again. Even if all become chaos, again and again. I need to cut through space-time to return to the past. I need to cut down anything and everything to protect Lady Yuyuko. Again and again and again and again and again and again. Oh, Youmu. But it wasn't always the same. Like how a cut in flesh leaves a scar. Each time, the direct knitting of the wound got distorted. The distortions would compound and carry over. The world I kept cutting was diminishing like sawdust from wood. New sages started managing the world's laws and logic. Lady Yuyuko was getting smaller too. Why? Why she's getting smaller? Youmu, I think something is buried under that cherry blossom tree. Fuck off, Yuyuko. Get out of here. No, I can't do this anymore. If I keep cutting through time, Lady Yuyuko will vanish. How can I bring this to an end? Are you praying? Who's there? Don't be afraid. I'm not a threat to anyone as I am now. Oh, the mysterious guy. Your prayer summoned me here. And just as I thought, this world is under attack by the LostWord. The lost what? What are you talking about? Show yourself. I would if I could. Unfortunately, there is no image of me in this world. Quit being so cryptic. That doesn't make sense. Exactly. It's weird, strange, complicated, and mysterious. It's nonsense. But the same goes for you. What? What do you think so? Meddling with boundaries made it as clear as day. However, I do not know everything. I'm no omniscient God. But never mind that. The LostWord incident is occurring right now, and it needs to be dealt with. In order to save your dear Yuyuko, of course. How am I supposed to do that? I don't even have anyone to rely on who could understand the position I'm in. You're the first one to fully comprehend it. Up until now, you must have been thinking that you have to stop Yuyuko from gathering spring. But you're wrong. What do you mean? What's the right thing to do then? To gather spring, or rather life energy, gather pure soul fragments into this giant cherry blossom tree. You have continuously failed because this energy didn't suffice. If the number of living souls isn't sufficient, this tree will awake as the Saigyo Ayakashi when the time comes. It is like fate, carved into the transcendental history. It cannot be easily overturned, much less so if it's a desired outcome. Huh? This tree wasn't always the Saigyo Ayakashi. I mean, not only the Saigyo Ayakashi. It may turn either into Saigyo Ayakashi or into something else entirely. To make it turn into the form you want, you need to feed it sufficient life energy earlier than it happens in history. But even the entire life energy of one world won't be nearly enough. More life energy than the entire world? There's no way I could gather that much. That is why you must plan carefully. What do you mean? We need mechanisms that will allow us to borrow life energy from other worlds. I will take care of this. I will take advantage of the situation this world is in. What do you mean take advantage? So it will not be that difficult, but more importantly, you will take some of the responsibility for its management. We need to find you the appropriate abilities for that quickly. If we save you, Yuko, the life energy taken will all be returned. We are merely going to borrow it. We need life energy to protect as protection. We won't consume it. But it is unlikely that everyone will just quietly relinquish their life energy. That is why we need a plan, and you must play your part in it as well. I don't understand. I don't know what any of this means. Of course you don't. It is difficult for us to understand each other even if I try to explain with words. You have surely learned this from your own experience. That is why humans, yokai, and even half-human, half-phantoms trust and plan with one another. If we succeed in saving Yuyuko, and seal on the Saigyo Ayakashi will remain unbroken. With the tree sealed, this world will be able to survive. It is sad for the Saigyo Ayakashi, but it must stay asleep for the sake of peace. I want this world to be peaceful. And to that end, we have to embrace the lost word and go beyond it. I guess our objective is the same. Yes, I will have to work with your sword even more than before. Without your techniques, you will not be able to fulfill your task. Alright, I, Youmu Kompaku, will do this. I, Youmu Kompaku, have a dream. We must accomplish this before the next time Yuyuko gets a spring. Whoa, what's that? Does that surprise you? Judging by the state of this world, it can't be your first time meeting another me. Oh, nevertheless, I was able to take this form thanks to you. Take this meeting and conversation as token of my gratitude. Wait, Yukari? Oh, is it gonna be full storyline? I can tell this is gonna be more messed up and more messed up. It's gonna be even more messed up. The first two part is super messed up. Hey, that cliffhanger is illegal. That surely was something important. This is weird. Do that. Give it to me. What are you guys doing? It's no use. It won't respond. Well, yeah. Why would hitting it work? Something like this has never happened before. Because me is here. Because I'm here. Here, let me take a look. How is it? What does your kappa eye see? What was that jump? If I were to compare it to something, I'd say it ran out of energy. Of course, this isn't a machine running on lightning, so I'd be more accurate to say it ran out of magical power. With that timing, it can't be just a coincidence. Can you fix it? I'll see what I can do. Can I borrow it for a while? Yes, of course. One thing bothers me. Did you see that weird Yukari at the end of the vision? Yeah. Only I noticed there was this weird Yukari. And yeah, and there's weird Reimu too. She spoke about embracing the lost word and going beyond it. What does that mean? This is so confusing. I wish we could just assume that they are the masterminds behind the lost word. Right, and that thing Yukari said when she didn't have a form, it sounded like she was intending to save this world from the lost word. Alright, the Miss Yukari I saw in my dream was an adult, but they may be the same person. In your dreams? Dreams are things you only vaguely remember when you woke up. So does that mean she was trying to meddle without leaving any trace? I don't get it. Last time we met in the flesh, but she seemed off somehow. Is she here looking for something? Actually, Lady Yukari and that Reimu told me to bring them a piece of Miss Rabbit's soul. So, I took the liberty of borrowing that one hair of yours. That time when the phantoms attacked us in the cave, don't worry, it's not like it hurt. I apologize. I didn't understand it then. But in hindsight, Lady Yukari took shape for the first time after receiving your soul. It's all so strange. Wouldn't it be better to meddle with Reimu's memories if she just wanted to take shape? Don't say that. Anyway, we've got no way of knowing why she did this, as yokai transformation is beyond my expertise. I guess there's no point in dwelling on it now, then. Yeah. No, wait. Yukari. That's what's bothering me earlier. Ran, did you leave Yukari to become a sage? How did this happen? Pardon me? I'm talking about your master, Yukari Yakumo. What happened to your master in this world? That's actually a good question. Ran never had master before, wasn't it? Lady Ran's master. What's she talking about? Lady Ran? I have no idea. You are called the Shikigami of the Gap Yokai. This means there's a Gap Yokai who you belong to as a Shikigami. Yeah. No, I have no master. I'm a greater yokai. I've mastered various gap-related techniques, such as the art of Omyojutsu, Senjutsu, and barriers. I'm the gap yokai. Shikigami are gods of systems, so I'm also a Shikigami, as I am supernatural being that governs the logic of this world. What? And I'm Lady Ran Shikigami. What are you saying? Seems like different reasoning has been established on the premise that Yukari doesn't exist. But we're talking about Yukari Yakumo normally, which means Yukari Yakumo isn't the lost word, right? Yeah, probably. Well, certainly, it's more likely that Yukari's existence has been stolen from this world. Just like the Reimu Hakure from the Scarlet Devil Tower world. Ah, I see. But how could Yukari have been removed from this world? She's resists with everything she's got. The real question is, why would someone do that? I can't even begin to guess. So that's why there's the Yukari from our world like interrupting, because there is no Yukari in this world, alright? At any rate, the Yukari who's native to this world has been taken away, and another Yukari came in her place. And you've been cooperating with her, Youmu. Ah, okay. So the Yukari that we talked before is the catalyst of this world. Lady Yukari once told me that the LostWord incident could not be resolved. That the missing word is also erased from the memory of any person who comes here, and it is impossible to recollect. She also told me that if someone alludes to the lost word, there's a high possibility they're the mastermind. I could say the same thing, given their knowledge about it. They definitely seems like masterminds to me. Yeah, they are fishy to us, but from their point of view, I'm sure we're the suspicious ones. I see. You distrusted us, but then found out that they were just as suspicious. I didn't know what to do, right? I myself have no idea why the LostWord incident is occurring. Therefore, I cannot know what kind of actions the real mastermind would take. This is the last chance. I have to make it the last. I believed that I needed to doubt everyone and everything to not lose my mind. But it just resulted in just the opposite. There was nothing but confusion in my heart. Oh, all my failures are the results of my immaturity. I am ashamed of myself. Is that an apology? Why did you decide to trust us then? We didn't do anything to dispel your suspicion. Well, Yuko, come in. The reason you will trust us because there is me, right? Because this mysterious girl, because she never appeared before. That's my conclusion. Good morning, everyone. You're up early today. You must be hungry. Come on, fairies, join everyone at the table. They are just an empty soul. Hey there. They don't speak. I'll see what I can prepare for you quickly. Please give me a moment. Yay! This feels so sad. What happened? What happened? What happened? What is going on? Yeah, what is going on? Oh no. The fairies turn into crystals. Weird crystals. That's happened many times before. Well, I know it isn't a pleasant thing to witness though. Are they called cherry crystals or something? They're the forms fairies take when they run out of power, right? So wait, weren't they filter and crystallize souls? But why all 6 of them? Sunny Milks and Co just got cut yesterday. Both, actually. These crystals are the last visible shapes of those defeated at the arena. It's not only fairies, even whose soul is strained to the limit turns into cherry crystals, and then they vanish. Oh. At the arena, your commentary sounded like you were just messing around. But when I think about it now, translating the situation at the arena into words is important. We just have our own style. Yeah. Exactly what I'm thinking about last time. Also, the sage who goes by the name of Ayasamemaru possesses memories that are deeply connected with fairies. Of course, we have no idea when these memories occurred or who they belong to. What do you mean? Say, Youmu, you cut Cherno and Sunny Milk on different days, but they turn into cherry crystals the exact same time. This is what I thought you know about this, Marissa. We've almost run out of time. Because of that, souls are leaking out much faster. Huh? Are you talking about the hour? Come on, don't. No, I'm talking about the true time limit. The Saigyo Ayakashi. The crystal broke. No. Yuyuko? It looks like Lady Yuyuko. Youmu. Is there something buried under the cherry blossom tree? No! You moron! The true time limit. So before Youmu cut through times again. Oh my god, this is so messed up. I'm telling you guys, the official Touhou games, from Touhou 1 to Touhou 18, the storylines would never been this messed up. I believe the most messed up storyline is gonna be the combination of Touhou 14.5 and Touhou 15. Right, the Auburn Legend and Limbo and the LOL-K, which basically like the moon people are going to invade Gensokyo basically. So this is far beyond that. This is incredibly messed up, I have to say. I wonder what this tree looks like when it's in full bloom. I'd love to see it adorned with flowers this year. We'll slow Yuyuko down as long as we can, but she'll find a way sooner or later. Hurry up and go to the lower world. If you're going to the lower world, take this. While we go to the lower world. The lower world is the only place where we can change the course of events. The question is, should we change things? The Saigyo Ayakashi, or how would Yukari put it? Now, not only the Saigyo Ayakashi, what did she say again? If enough energy is gathered earlier than it does in history, the tree will not become the Saigyo Ayakashi. This means the tree isn't the Saigyo Ayakashi yet. I can't really wrap my head around it, though. I also don't understand. Well, one thing is certain, once it transforms into Saigyo Ayakashi, it's all over for us. At this very moment, Yuyuko is trying to cause an incident. In our history, this is the beginning of the endless winter. If she starts gathering spring, there's nothing we can do here. The tree will transform and bloom, and Yuyuko will vanish. So in the real Gensokyo, quote unquote, the Saigyo Ayakashi was not this blooming, right? It's just far from like full bloom. But in this world, something happened. The tree is almost like fully blooming. Well, in fact, it's blooming right now in the background. And the unsealed Saigyo Ayakashi will destroy this world, I guess. In the vision we saw through the seal crystal, it was luring people into it to drain their lives. Essentially, when the Saigyo Ayakashi comes back to life, it'll drain all life energy, creating a world of spirits, maybe. Before Yuyuko lost her memory, when she was still human, she sacrificed herself to keep that from happening, right? Are our predictions correct? Youmu, what will happen? To be honest, I haven't seen what happens after Saigyo Ayakashi is revived. Even though I'm the only one who is in the position to possibly witness it. I'm sorry. Well, ultimately your goal is to save Yuyuko. No one knows what will happen after the Saigyo Ayakashi is reborn, so it makes sense you wouldn't take the risk. When it comes back to life, even Yukari won't be able to do anything. That's what I heard once. I suggest that we don't wait to see that happen, to see what happens. But that weird Yukari and Yakumo, But that weird Yukari and Reimu are also trying to save this world, right? And it looks like they want the tree to change it to something other than Saigyo Ayakashi. And they also seek to embrace the LostWord in some way. I think it's safe to assume that this is why she let you act freely, Youmu. Whether embracing the lost word is a reasonable solution or not is a different matter, though. To stop Lady Yuko from bringing the Saigyo Ayakashi back to life, we need to provide it with sufficient life energy first. Specifically, with the parts of souls obtained with my cosmetic cuts. It's like turning poisons into medicine. It reminds me of cooking, when you change the flavor by how you cut the ingredients instead of using seasonings. But are there enough of these special souls? No. Lady Yukari would have told me if there were. Before she got the shape, she provided me with the abilities to stop the revival of Saigyo Ayakashi. One of them is knowing when visitors from other worlds are about to arrive. There have been many visitors, but we haven't gathered even nearly enough souls. Well, of course! It's out of this world. That's what the mysterious guy said. And it's not a matter of one or two, several hundred, no. There are still tens of thousands, too few. This doesn't make any sense. That Yukari should have predicted that you'd figure this out. My other ability is to strike the hour. The number of souls is obviously insufficient, so I kept striking it frantically. However, Lady Yukari said that everything was going according to plan, and told me not to strike the hour in haste. Apparently, it's also not good to provide souls too quickly. Maybe something happens if the point of time carved in the transcendental history comes too early, which means the moment when the Saigyo Ayakashi is just about to awaken is the best timing to act. I wonder if she has some spare souls stockpiled, but you'd think she would tell Youmu if that was the case. What? About not wanting us to go to Low World? Was there a reason beside it being dangerous? Is there like a soul storage in the lower world? Is that why you didn't want to go there while you distrusted us? Yes, although I think that rather than souls, there's some kind of key. And my guess is that it's Lady Yuko's body. No way. But on second thought, that makes sense. So Yuko's body broke through the barrier and sank all the way down. If her body really is down there, it must be the key to reviving the Saigyo Ayakashi. Yes. That's why we have to go there and see it for ourselves. Still, the lower world is dangerous, and we have to get past Lady Okina first. Alright. We need abilities like the three fairies or raisins to counter wavelength interference to our minds and bodies. As I told you, I can sense when visitors from other worlds are about to come, and I can tell you that no wonder you went out to welcome the three fairies of light at just the right times. Where is Raisin, by the way? If Raisin can do this, they're coming. Watch out. What coming? The Prism River Sisters. Someone jumped out of Thunderbolt. The Prism River Sisters. We're gonna fight. Oh, we gotta fight. Alright. Is that the real Prism River Sisters or just another phantoms? Hey, they are actually the guests. Alright. Are they gonna help us? Damn. This music is insane. Okay, I more or less understand the situation. Awesome, I don't get it even now. Well, it must be hard to swallow when you're only recently seen what's going on in the nearby worlds. Does that mean you three knew about this before coming here? If something weird keeps happening for us for a long time, you start to understand it, even if you don't want to. In our world, there's an ongoing incident that causes dead creatures such as phantoms, ghosts, shikaisen, zombies, and vampires to be lured away somewhere. As if they were spirited away, and once there were no more dead, the incident began to target poltergeists like us. Poltergeists are similar to phantoms and ghosts in some aspects, but they are really their own thing, as we aren't dead. You aren't? Well, it looks like I didn't know my neighbors as well as I thought I did. I think I read about it in the book IQ wrote. A little girl caused a psychic phenomenon or something, right? Oh, the Layla Prism River. Why is the background black though? Well, we'll spare you the details, but just now we are different from the usual spirits of the dead. In fact, we are also wandering folk, so we can cross or not cross borders at will to some extent. I don't know how it is in your world though. Wandering folk. I see, you travel from place to place and propagate culture by playing music and telling tales. I thought you were mere street musician, but I guess you could be something more in another world. I thought you were mere street musicians, but I guess you could be something more in another world. How do you know all this, Marissa? The wandering folk are like one of the lore runners to magicians. They're related to shrine maidens too, you know? Really? You shouldn't be able to travel between the netherworld and Gensokyo, but you are being invited there nevertheless. You're originally capable of traveling between worlds? Well, kind of. There are other factors involved as well. Anyway, while resisting interference from other worlds and offsetting the call with sound waves, we've been able to avoid being drawn away up until now. Eventually, we reached our limit, and so here we are. We thought it was all over for us. So they are the key to beat Okina. Alright, I can understand now. But after listening to you, I think we're lucky in a sense. Yes, it's been a long rehearsal, but now... Yay! It's showtime! Indeed. And your presence is every bit as good as those of martial arts masters. They are poltergeists who can manipulate sound to affect your mind. They may be able to cancel out Mai and Satono's power to manipulate vitality and mental energy. No, we have to believe that they can and give it a try. The gap's opening up soon. You'll see the barrier as soon as you pass through. The gap is open. Everyone, get ready. Alright. They are the key. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense why Okina is guarding this place, right? It's usually these three, the Prism River Sisters. You have returned much earlier than I expected. Alright. Today is the day of the incident. Then this is your last chance. There's no need to talk anymore. My Satono, at your service. At your service. Alright, get them. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Oh, the three of them. Satono, first the two of us will seal their powers. Okay, the usual strategy it is. You wish. Merlin, Lyrica, ready when you are. Let's begin. Enjoy the shows. Wow! Our interference techniques were cancelled out. Oh, if it has come to this, then I must amplify the power of my two servants myself. Oh no, you don't. Chen, pick me up. Sure thing, Lady Ran. Eat this, Nua's demon binding rope. demon binding rope? I can't believe this. Not only do you recognize yourself as a yokai, but you also accept the exterminations of a being from the story that is not your own. I'm not sure what you're on about. Yeah, this is Yukari's power maybe, but I heard that I once had a master. Apparently she was able to pull off things like this, no problem. I just tried imitating her a bit. Hehehe. Ha 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 ha. This is interesting. Very well, without further ado, let us enjoy the fight. Yeah, all of them just dead. Oh, I want Lunasa now. I don't have Lunasa in my account. All right. Finally, we can go to the lower world. And what's gonna be in it? Not sure. Enough. What do you mean? I can still go on. We aren't going to give up until you let us through. This secret god is pretty tough, but it doesn't change what we must do. We can still fight, right, Merlin, Lyrica? As long as the drums and flutes continues to play, we can still win. But to be honest, I'm exhausted. Everyone, please take a break. I can take over for a bit. She may be a god, but I can handle her. Even the god can bleed. Oh, and you should have said so from the beginning. Yes, you're probably right. Oh well, now I understand quite well. Especially about you and the greater yokai. Does that mean you'll allow us to go to the lower world? We passed the test? Exactly. Santono, Mai, you will be going too. Oh, okay. Are you certain, Master? Shouldn't we test them a little longer? There is no time. I learned what I wanted. Prolonging it is unnecessary. They are sufficiently qualified. Your will is a marvel, or maybe ambition would be a more appropriate word. Ambition? There's no time. Get ready to descend. Hold on, we still have things to... Do not make me repeat myself. I do not have time, and neither do you, correct? I will dispel your doubts upon the way. Now, we need to move on. However, before we do, I must inform you that only 2 of you may descend, and that is Youmu, Kompaku, and Rabbit. Oh, why is that? What? What? My 2 servants and I will also accompany you. Only the 5 of us may enter the lower world. I shall entrust this barrier to Ran and Chen until I return. I do not think anyone will try to pass through at a time like this, but the barrier should not be left unattended. Certainly. Okay. Reimu, Marisa, Sakuya, and the Prism River Sisters, you go back to Hakugyokuro to keep an eye on Yuyuko. The Prism River Sisters, especially, may be able to distract her with their music. Alright. I don't like this. I'm a professional incident resolver. Why can't I go? Youmu will be fine, but don't expose Rabbit to danger. She's the key to resolving LostWord incidents. Don't you know? Oh, that? Of course I know. I know everything that Aya Shamemaru and Nitori Kawashiro see and hear. Oh. How? As far as I know, they haven't been visiting you. That is not what I meant. We should go to the lower world, quick? Why we still talking here? The secret essence and the brilliant light, which are their sage attributes, were originally mine. We were connected. They broadcast words when they read text or hear someone talking, or when they say something out loud. So is that what the arena's commentary is about? This is a tradition so old nobody remembers its purpose. including those two. They are simply fulfilling their task. Hence, I know everything about the upper world without leaving this place, just like through the back doors. While I share the same roots as the Tengu, I am also connected to Kappa, who steals souls under the water, which is not important at the moment. Rabbit, lend me your journal. I will link it with Reimu's yin-yang orbs. Link? What do you mean? I will enable you to communicate with Rabbit. I know you would worry if you did not hear from her. Yukari planted a communication function in your orbs, which can be easily changed with minimum effort. Well, thank you. I mean, what? Why can't I go? I know there's no time, but I just have to know. You misunderstood me. You are not prohibited from going. It is impossible for you to go there. You would die. Whoa. Actually, if you die normally, you could become a phantom or a ghost. What would actually happen down there is far worse than death. What? Alright. That's a freaking episode. It's one episode. Wow, that's a lot of things. I'm gonna continue, dude. I'm gonna cut this video.